Every February during Black History Month, I have the opportunity to present to different school districts and to also do some consulting. So this year, I have chosen my book, BJ's Big Dream, which became a bestseller in 2017. It is about a young man who, when he's in second grade, he decides he wants long hair. He wants to grow locks, but it takes him a very, very, very long time. And the story doesn't say all of this, but this is just the background knowledge that I know because it's based on a true story. So the young man, it takes him about 7 years to finally have his hair locked the way he wants to. What the mom realizes as she watches the son go through this process and never give up, she determines the dream recipe, which is if you have enough desire, faith, and patience, you can pretty much achieve anything there is that you want. And so she decided to write BJ's Big Dream so that she could inspire children all over the world to dream big. It's not about the hair, it's just about being persistent and having the belief in yourself and in the universe, having faith in God that what you manifest and what you work toward and what you seek Him diligently for, if it is in His will, it will come to pass. And so this book has blessed children all over the world, and it has blessed me. The blessings continue to come in from this dear, sweet book that I published in 2016. It became a bestseller in 2017. It's still available on Amazon today. It's also available on Barnes and Noble. Well, on Barnes and Noble and Amazon in hardcover form. It's also available in Kindle edition. So that's BJ's Big Dream. The companion books that I have chosen are super sweet as well. This darling book, if you're not familiar with Hair Love, please go to YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube, but just make sure you watch Matthew Cherry's very cute documentary. This was put into the form of a short film, and it's animated, and it is super cute. And the reason I linked these two books, on the back it says, sometimes love looks like braids, puffs, and twists. What a powerful way to empower our children to say that your uniqueness, your individuality, first of all, you have to love yourself, but we should extend love to anyone, regardless as to how their hair looks, their skin looks, their clothes look, wherever they come from. They may speak differently from us, but that's what Black history is all about. And we should celebrate the history of other cultures year round, not just in February. So Matthew Cherry's description of his book says, Zuri's hair lets her be her. It coils and kinks to perfectly match a prince's tiara or a superhero cape. But an extra special day calls for an extra special style. Comb in hand, Daddy steps in to help Zuri find the perfect fit. With heartwarming text and radiant illustrations, Hair Love celebrates the curls that are uniquely yours, the bond between dads and daughters, and the joy that fills you up when you get to express yourself freely. And I love this picture here of him and his daughter in the mirror. And here is the cover again. And it's just filled with very sweet images all throughout. The little girl and the just heartache that she has to go through to finally get a style that she really likes, and the heartache and pain that the father has to go through to get his daughter to cooperate with him and to finally get the style that she deserves so that she can go and visit someone very special. I won't give that away. If you don't know the story, read it, because you have to know. It will really melt and touch your heart to know who they are going to visit. So that is Hair Love. And the next book. Now this one I can relate to as well as I can the others, or maybe even more. When I was a child, I really struggled with my weight. For example, when I was in second grade, I weighed a whopping 126 pounds. Third grade, 130 something pounds. Fourth grade, 140 something pounds. Fifth grade, 150 something pounds. And it hit its climax when I was in sixth grade and I weighed 162 pounds. It wasn't healthy at all, but back then, at the age of 12, I was able to go to what used to be Refco, it's now CVS, and purchase Dexatrim. And that is how I got off 30 pounds. And when I got to seventh grade, I weighed 130 something, and I was a cheerleader. I became more social, my self-esteem improved and all of that, but I still didn't have great eating habits because I had depended on Dexatrim to get me to the weight that I wanted to be. But internally, I was still letting those ugly things that children said about me, oh, you're too fat, you're too this, you're too that. And that resonated in my mind for a very long time. So when I saw Vashti Harrison's book, Big, and realized that it was about a little girl who struggles because she is not the thin size that maybe she wants to be or other people think that she should be. And she tells this story so wonderfully. So it says, once there was a girl, she had a big laugh and a big heart and very big dreams. And it was good until it wasn't. The first picture book written and illustrated by award-winning and best-selling creator Vashti Harris traces a child's journey to self-love and shows the power of words to both hurt and heal. With spare text and exquisite illustrations, this emotional exploration of being big in a world that prizes small is a tender portrayal of how you can stand out and feel invisible at the same time. And so this child is preparing for a spring concert, and she is told that she's too big for the tutu. She's too big for this. She's too big for that. And all of these innuendos and direct statements are taken to heart by her, and they just completely make her feel terrible until one day she gains some power within. And like Hair Love and like BJ's Big Dream, I can't tell you the whole story and how they resolve. I encourage you to read this book, but most of all, look at the beautiful illustrations that are found throughout the book. I highlighted and spotlighted this book months ago when I talked about just the beautiful ways that children's books are laid out and how things are changing. But look at this, when the child takes up the entire spread and she feels like she just does not fit. Harrison has done an amazing job with the illustrations, with the dialogue, with everything that there is. And then here's a spread where it's just her, but it looks like she's trying to squeeze in a locker or a closet or something, and it's just not working to her satisfaction because you can tell from her facial expressions that it's just not a good thing. This book is not only for children or people, adults, whoever who feel like they're too big. You could feel you're too skinny, you're too short, you're too tall. You don't talk the way other children do. You don't dress the way they do. You don't live where they do. If you feel like you're different and you're being persecuted or tried, or if you're being discriminated against, this book will help you realize that there's something within that you have to pull out that will help you in that situation. So I am excited to do this presentation that's coming up and expose these children to these wonderful books. It is what I do all day, every day. It's what I absolutely love. And if you don't feel the fire and the energy that I do, that books give you, then I just really hope that you will feel the excitement by just, if you'll just take some time to read, what is it that you really like? What is it that you really enjoy? Those are the types of books that you should find. Just dedicate 30 minutes a week to start off with. And I promise you, if you will get the right book, you too will become an avid reader like me. You'll love books and you'll want to gift books, and you'll definitely want to help children with their literacy, help them see the importance of it, and help them fall in love with books too. That's what it's all about. And we're extremely happy to be the book people here at Hadassah's Crown Publishing. Let us know what you think about these 3 books. If you have any ideas for our presentation, let us know. If you'd like for us to consult or visit your school district, let us know. Anything that you're feeling, any feedback, just put it in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. If you're writing a story, let us know. Perhaps we can work with you, or we can point you in the right direction. Thank you, and we appreciate you following us. We hope that you'll like, you'll subscribe, and you'll share. Many blessings.